So, how are we gonna do this? Ever since we became elementals, I don't think we can sleep in the same room with each other anymore.
Maybe you and Baby Dash can, because he's the earth elements and you're the water elements.
Yeah, isn't water on Earth? Wait, actually, I'm way more powerful than you because I'm the Earth element and you're like on Earth.
No, hold on. I don't think I'm compatible with Earth because water, if you don't know, when it mixes with Earth, it creates mud, and that's not very good.
What? I don't want to turn into a mud element.
There's no way I can sleep with either of you guys. I'm gonna be super hot while I sleep, and that's gonna evaporate you, Dash, because you're water, and Baby Dash, you're gonna get burned.
Okay, well, where are we supposed to sleep then? I only have like one room in this house. I don't know where else to go.
This is gonna be one interesting sleepover.
Wait a second, what do you guys think about just building separate rooms? We can just have separate rooms for each other to sleep in, and in order to still make it a fun sleepover, maybe we can like connect them all with some glass.
Hold on, that could be interesting. Yeah, we can have like little tanks where each of us sleep in, and they can all be connected with glass so that we can still talk and see each other.
My room's gonna be the coolest one. Earth element is the best.
Hey, no, it's not. Water elements is way cooler than Earth. Did you know that most things can't live without water?
Did you know that most things can't live without heat?
Well, did you know that most things can't live without Earth? Everything needs like a planet to live on. Wait, where are we gonna build the room for all of us to have a sleepover in?
Wait a second. What if we do it over here? We can have like a secret room inside of our bookshelves.
Ooh, and maybe we could use these doors as well. These doors look like bookshelves.
I usually don't say that, but and you're kind of like the fire elemental, so you know. I'm pretty sure people say like this is heat when they mean something is cool. We can build the room underground as well. We can like go over here and then have like a little underground area where we put all of our rooms for the sleepover.
Yeah, this should get the job done.
Anyways, here, I'm thinking the first thing we should do is dig down quite a bit. We're gonna need a lot of room to build all of our different elemental living quarters.
Yeah, I want to build a mini Earth. I'm gonna have everything on here. I'm gonna have like trees and grass and I guess I'll have a little bit of water too.
I'll start clearing out a bit of space here for all of us to stay in. Let me grab myself a magic wand real quick, and then using the magic wand, I'm gonna select this position up over here and then this other position down here. And then if I do the command / stack 20 and do it once more this way, we now have a big hallway. But wait, there's more. If I select this position up here and then go all the way in this other corner over here and select this other position, this is kind of underneath our lake. Maybe we shouldn't be building this far out. We can just build out to like here. But now if I do the command / stack 30, something broke. Oh, I see the problem. I only had the top layer selected. Let me go down here and select this position, and now, boom, look at that. Now we've got a ton of space.
Okay, I guess I can work with this. Which part is gonna be my room?
That's up to you, but dibs on this side over here. This side's gonna be my room.
Hold on a second, this isn't nearly big enough for all three of us.
I think we can make it work. Oh, dude, this water place is gonna look sick. Everyone just pick a spot and set up your sleepover room in there. Since I'm the water elemental, I need to have a lot of hydration and water stuff inside of my room. So for the ground, I'm thinking I could set it to some water, but I can't walk on water, so that's a problem. So I'm thinking I can just move the water down a little bit and then set a layer of blue stained glass above it. Oh yeah, that is so water. I'm thinking for the walls of my room, I could set it to something like, let's see, maybe some more water. Yeah, water's pretty cool, but we don't want the water to escape, so I'm gonna need to do this in a special way. First, let's go out over here and then also out in this other corner. And the first thing that we need to do is set the walls into something like light blue concrete, just some solid block. Okay, and then after that, what we can do, oh, actually, I did that wrong. We need to go one block further out, like here. There we go. And then let's select this position and this other position over here. And then we can do / walls water. And then finally, let's go over here to this position and then this other position down here. This is all going to pay off in a second. And / walls light, or actually, let me just hold this block, / walls, and boom, there we go. Okay, wait, it's really hard to tell that there's water back here, but oh, maybe what we could do is instead of setting the walls to blue stained glass, we just do normal glass. Okay, you still can't tell that there's water in there, but I think I know a way to fix that. Yeah, I know a way to fix it.
I know a way to fix it too. You should put like some sharks in there.
You were kind of thinking exactly what I was thinking. I was gonna put some fish in there. Let me go down here though and just make this whole thing look nice. I don't like how there's just dirt sticking out everywhere. We're gonna need to get rid of that. Let's go ahead and do / walls blue concrete, or light blue concrete, I mean. And then we also gotta set the ground over here to some blue concrete too. And all right, my little aquarium room thingy is looking pretty sick so far. We've got the base of the room complete. Oh, let's also make the walls look cool. Wait, for the ground of this place, what if we just set it to sand? Then it'll look like the bottom of the ocean. I think that'll look really good.
Yeah, but wait, Dash, don't forget to turn your walls into something that's, you know, like transparent. So that way we can like see each other.
Oh yeah, I'll do that in a second. It was actually originally transparent, but then I added all of this stuff. So let me quickly delete this. And I guess this blue layer over here can just be turned into some blue stained glass. There we go. That looks like it gets the job done. And all right, I think the base of my room is looking pretty sweet. But now I want to make this place look a lot more like an ocean. ocean. So let me go around here on the sides and I'm gonna do / set sand. And then hold on, I have a cool idea. I can get some kelp and seagrass in here.
I still think you should put some sharks.
I'll add some sharks soon, and I've also got some other cool ideas for stuff that we can do in here. But first, let me quickly put all of the sand and seagrass around here. I wonder if there's a way to do this with commands. Can I just do / set kelp, / set kelp, / set seagrass, and then let's just put a ton of air in the command as well. Okay, maybe a little bit less air. The reason I'm putting air in here is because I don't want the entire thing to be made out of kelp and seagrass. I think this worked out pretty good though. This looks pretty nice. We've got a nice even distribution of kelp and seagrass. There we go. Let's add a little bit more here. And all right, this is looking pretty great. This looks like a pretty legitimate looking ocean. If you go into the ocean, this is exactly what it would look like. Oh wait, one more thing that I could have done is add some coral. Wait, yeah, coral would be a really good idea. Let me get some blue coral specifically, and let's put that down all around here. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty sick. I can even put it on the walls. What? I didn't even know that.
All right, well, I think it's finally time for me to start putting together my room.
What were you doing that entire time before?
Oh, you know, just setting up like the entrance to my bedroom.
What in the world is all of this?
I don't know what she was doing. It looks like a dungeon in there. I don't want to get anywhere near it.
Oh, wait. You put a nether portal here. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of my natural home as a fire elemental.
All right. Well, the water room is looking pretty sick, but there's something that I want to do here that I think would be really cool. Let me go ahead and grab myself one of these water wheels. And using this water wheel, I'm going to power my room. Hopefully this doesn't get too crazy, but I pretty much just want to have like a power generator in my room. I don't really know what I'm going to use the power for, but I think this will be a cool idea. All right. So all we need to do to power this large water wheel is just have some flowing water on it. And dude, look at that. Wait, that looks so good. Okay, so we've got this large water wheel over here now, but now the question is, what do we power with it? I'm not gonna lie, the main reason I put this here was just because it looks sick. Tell me this doesn't look sick. This looks insane. Oh yeah, this is gonna generate power for days. We got a whole hydroelectric system over here. Well, actually, it's not very electric yet. It's just hydro. We're not converting this rotation to any power. Hold on. Let's ponder this large wheel and see what people use it for. So yeah, okay, this is pretty basic. We can get power from the water. All right. What do we do with the power though? I don't think there's any examples here of what to do with the power. Wait, we can change the type of wood on it? I'm not gonna lie, spruce is looking pretty good. I think we should replace the light blue stained glass though with some regular glass. Yeah, that looks cooler. All right, now to come up with an idea for what to power with this. So since I'm the water elemental, we have to do something water themed that would be helpful to, you know, fellow water elementals who might want to stay over here. Okay, I think I have an idea. What if we use the water wheel to power an elevator? You know how in Minecraft people make water elevators out of like soul sand and stuff? This is gonna be a different type of water elevator. Okay, so we can have an elevator and then we can have the elevator go down into a swimming pool. Yeah, that would be so sick. I love swimming pools, but mostly I love elevators. I just like things that spin. All right, so for this swimming pool, I have an idea. We can have, how do we actually set up an elevator? We need to figure that out first. I think the first thing we should do is have like a little area here, a little elevator shaft where the elevator will go down from. This can be the opening for the elevator. Yeah, this seems like a reasonable area for it. So let's select these two positions and then let's do / stack 30. Oh yeah, that goes pretty deep. That's good. And then let's head down over here and this can be where we build the pool, the big swimming pool room. In order to do that, I'm thinking let's go all the way out over here and then let's also go all the way out in the opposite corner over here and let's select this position / set 0 and then / walls light blue concrete. There we go. All right, so now we've got a nice little enclosure for the swimming pool. All we got to do is add a ceiling, add the floor and the swimming pool itself, and then we get to move on to the fun part, the actual elevator. All right, there we go. So this looks pretty good. We've got a ceiling. Next, let's go down over here, add a floor, and wait, this is going to be kind of awkward. We have the elevator coming down in the middle of the swimming pool. So where is the pool itself going to go? You know, we can figure something out. So let's have a little designated landing spot for the elevator. I guess the elevator can drop us off like right over here. And then what if we have the entire rest of this room just be filled with water? That could be cool. Oh, maybe instead of making this just a regular old swimming pool, we can make this like a swimming training course. There can be like obstacles and other stuff that you have to go around. Wait, this could actually be really sick. This could be where I go to train my elemental powers. Let's go ahead and do / walls sandstone just so that we get a little bit more of that ocean vibe. How does this look? Yeah, this looks pretty good. And okay, we can come back and work on this more later, but first I want to set up the elevator. So for the elevator, the way that we're gonna need to do that is with a mechanical piston. And we're also gonna need a lot of piston extension poles. This is gonna be an interesting setup. Oh, we're already on the ceiling. Hold on, do we even have enough room for all this? We're gonna need to have a piston that goes really long. I don't know if we have enough room to put this piston up here. So maybe we should put the piston down here. But then how are we gonna connect the piston to the water wheel? Okay, we can figure that out later. First, let's go ahead and stack this white cylinder a couple of times. There we go. Now we've got a ton of room. And then let's put a sticky mechanical piston over there. These mechanical pistons pistons are pretty much the same as a regular piston, but they can go much further. And the way to make them go further is just to put down some of these poles underneath them. So let's have like a ton of poles down over here. I don't know exactly how many we're going to need, but I'll just keep adding them. Once it's time to test the elevator, then we'll find out if we have enough or if we need more. All right, so that looks pretty good. Now the next thing that we need to do in order to actually power this thing, let's move it down over here. We're going to need to grab a shaft, and we're going to need to have the shaft connect to the water wheel. Oh, wait, actually, we got this. This is going to be easy. Let's make this platform a little bit bigger so that we have some more room. Yeah, just like that. That looks pretty good. And then what we should do is let's grab ourselves a gearbox. Actually, we need a vertical gearbox. We're going to put the vertical gearbox right over here, and then we're going to connect the shaft to it. And wait, let me just test this out with a motor real quick. If I put a motor here, will it spin the thingy? I think it's spinning. Is it spinning properly? Okay, hold on. Why in the world is the piston not going up? Maybe we need to spin the motor in another way. This is the hole where the gearbox needs to connect to. Ah, I see. All right, let's try that again. Let's just have the hole for the gearbox go this way, and then let's put the gearbox down here. Wait, we need the vertical gearbox again. There we go. And then let's put some extension poles here, and now it still doesn't work. What? How does this thing work? Oh, maybe we need a lever, actually. We might need to power it. Okay, that does nothing. I've used these things before. How did I forget how they work? Maybe we need the motor spinning the other way. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it works. Yeah, okay, we don't even need the lever. All right, perfect. So now that we know that this works, all we have to do in order to harvest some energy from the water wheel up there, we just need to connect this shaft to the water wheel. And we can do that pretty easily with the help of a couple of vertical gearboxes. Man, I love these vertical gearboxes. They're always there when you need them. So here, let's go ahead and have these gearboxes go all the way out over here to the outer edge of the pool, because we're going to need to put another vertical gearbox here, and we're going to need to bring this whole shaft system up so that we can connect it to the water wheel. Here, let's just keep digging up, and then I think we should hit the water wheel sometime soon. Oh, we hit the ceiling. How in the world did we get here? Where is the room at? It's somewhere here. Let's just go down here, and let's go next to our beautiful water wheel, and let's just dig out from this way. Ah, okay, wait, here's the problem. So look, the water wheel is up over here. Where in the world did the hole go? The water wheel is up there, and our pole is over here. So let's break this, put another vertical gearbox down. Dude, we're having so many vertical gearboxes, man. Let's go up to the water wheel, and what we need to do here, instead of using this wood over here, let's just put some shafts down, and there we go. Now we are harvesting the rotational energy from the water wheel. Look at how slow it's spinning. There's gonna be one slow elevator, but it's all gonna be water powered, so it's gonna be sick. Let's put down a vertical gearbox over here, and then let's have the shafts keep on going down. And once we get this hooked up to the piston, then we should start seeing some movement. All right, let's see how this works. So let's connect all this together. It's working. Everything is spinning around. Oh my goodness, this is such slow movement, but it looks like it's all working so far. Is it all spinning all the way up to the piston? It looks like it is. Look at that. We've got rotation over here, but I think the rotation is spinning in the wrong way. So let's grab ourselves a, what is it called? Gear shift, I think. I think that's what we need. And pretty much what this is going to do is just make the rotation spin in the other way. So look, right now it's spinning like counterclockwise. If we turn this on, then it'll spin the other way, and the elevator works. Wait, that's so sick. That is actually so sick. All right, well, we have a very slow elevator now. That's great. Is there any way to get more speed out of this? I wonder if there's a way to speed it up. I feel like there has to be, right? Speedometer. What does this do? Wait, rotation speed controller. Oh, hold on. We've got a couple different options over here. Let me take a look at what the speedometer does. I'm guessing this is just gonna like say the speed. Oh yeah, it displays the speed. Okay, I have an idea on how to make this faster. It's gonna be a janky one, but it might work. So first things first, let's put down a speedometer over here just so that we can see what the current speed is. Okay, the current speed is like green. That's pretty bad. Wait, what does the rotation speed controller do? The rotation speed controller, wait, what? I don't really know what this does. All right, we're gonna have to go to the classic cogwheel method. So using cogwheels, we should be able to get some mechanical advantage and speed our motors up, or speed our rotation up. Pretty much, let's grab another one of these vertical gearboxes, and let's put a large cogwheel down over here, and then a smaller cogwheel down over here. And pretty much the way that this works is every time this large cogwheel does a full spin, this small cogwheel is going to do like 3 full spins, therefore giving us some more speed. And if we hook this up to multiple cogwheels like this, then we should start seeing the speed ramp up a little bit, I hope. This is going to be really, really messy. Let's put a cogwheel down over here. Okay. And then let's put another cogwheel down here. I don't even know if we're going faster or not. Let's put down the speedometer here and let's take a look. It looks like we are going at the exact same speed that we were going at earlier. Okay, that's great to know. Huh. All right, I guess we can't just get free energy. Good to know. In that case, you know what? I'm honestly fine with having a slow elevator. It'll just be cooler. It'll be a reminder of the incredible engineering that was happening here. We just got to hook up some more gearboxes here to have everything connect properly. Okay, we have so many gearboxes and stuff that are just unnecessary, but you know what? Let's just go with it. All right, but anyways, now it's time to actually make the platform that the elevator is going to be raising up and down. We can use some blue concrete, I'm thinking. Or wait, actually, let's use another blue block because the ground is made out of blue concrete, so we don't want it to blend in. Let's get some blue terracotta right over here, and using some super glue, let's connect it all together. And now, if we did everything correctly, it goes up and down. Look at that. Wow, what an elevator. This is quite the elevator that we've got going here. The only problem is that we can't control it going up and down. The only way to control it is from this lever over here, and that's pretty messy. So what if we use some wireless redstone? Let me grab one of these redstone link thingies, and I'm just gonna put it down over here. And the way that these redstone links work is pretty much you can put another redstone link down here. Let's put this one over here into receiving mode, and inside of it, let's put a, I don't know, oak log. Let's also put an oak log inside of this one, and now we should have, look at that, we've got a wireless link. So I'm thinking we could have two of these links, one up there and one down here, and I think this should work. All right, so now that we've got this working, the next thing that we need to do is just add a ton of these piston extension poles down over here, and then once we've got enough piston extension poles, we should be able to push the platform all the way up over here. All right, let's test it out. If I flick this lever, it's gonna slowly rise. Wow, there's gotta be a way to make this go faster. Is there not some sort of like free energy gearbox that we can just make this go faster with? There's probably not. Unfortunate. All right, so let's see how far this thing takes us. I kind of just put a random number of these piston extension poles, so we might not even go all the way to the top. Let's go take a look. It looks like we got a good amount of these poles remaining. We might go higher than just the top, actually. Wow, this is really one slow elevator. It might have been better to add stairs here, but no, this is cool. This is cool. It's all getting powered by this thing. Oh no, there's a leak. We need to fix that. The leak is taking away water pressure that could be going into the system over here. This is so slow. This is actually so slow. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. I'm just gonna say it flat out. This is not a good elevator. I would much rather take the stairs. I'm gonna fix it though. We're gonna make it good. First, let's go ahead and add a wireless link over here, just so that we can control the elevator easily. And then we'll work on making it faster. So wait, if I flick this, what? Oh wait, it hit the limit. We ran out of poles. That's why the elevator stopped. Okay, let's go down here, add a couple more poles. That's not a pole. There we go. That's a pole. Oh wait, it's not working though. I think we have to flick this and then flick it again. There we go. Now it's going up. Yeah, wait, we're gonna need to add quite a few poles. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. So let's do that down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then let's reset the system. And all right, now it should reach the top. But dude, this is actually a miserable elevator. It is so slow. All right, here's my idea on how to fix it. I think we should go back down to where I set up all of those fancy gears, and I'm gonna need to rework the system. First, let's test if this thing works though. Oh, it does. Look at that. We can go up and down. Okay, great. So the levers all work. That's not the problem. The main problem is just the gears. So let's head back down and let's do some stuff with the gears. Now, okay, I have one idea for what went wrong over here. I think possibly what happened is that hold on, I don't even know how to explain it. I think what we might need to do is, let me break these, and all right, pretty much, you see how we've got the rotation from the large cogwheel going into the small cogwheel? I think what we're supposed to do is put a large cogwheel here, and then there we go. Now we're starting to get like a faster speed, because what we were doing earlier is putting the large cogwheel right next to the small cogwheel. We were just undoing all of like the mechanical advantage that we were getting. So having it like this is what we need to do. Oh yeah, wait, this is so good. We're actually gonna get some speed here. Let's do the same playbook. Let's put a small cogwheel over here and then connect the large cogwheel to it. Oh, look at how much faster it's going now. Wait, that's actually so good. Every time we set up one of these things though, we're gonna lose a little bit of torque. Torque is pretty much like how strong the thingy spins, kind of. I don't really know how to explain it. But since we were using that large water wheel, we should have more than enough torque to support this whole system. This is actually so great. We've actually got so much rotation right now. This is incredible. Oh, look at how fast it's spinning now. The elevator is actually making some huge improvements gains. Let's put another large cogwheel down here and then one more small cogwheel. And oh my goodness, this is the greatest thing I've seen in my life. The cogwheels are finally working. Look at this. We're starting off with this super slow rotation movement, and then each time we have a gear, the gear ratio is getting a little bit better, and then it just ends up going really fast. All right, now let's go here and see how fast the elevator is going to be. Okay, so let's go up here, and hopefully this works if I flick this button. Oh my goodness, it goes so fast. It goes so fast. Wait, this is the greatest water-powered elevator in all of Minecraft. Oh, it took us a little bit too high though. Let's go ahead and break these things, and then let's flick this one more time. Oh wait, actually, I think we need to flick the one up here. The control system is still a little bit broken. And okay, now that the elevator is going down, look at that. It lines up nice and clean with the rest of the floor here. Perfect. All right, so now we've got a functioning elevator, kind of. If I flick this, oh, that does nothing. Since we have two different points of control. That's kind of why it's breaking. If instead we could use a button, that would be better. Let me grab a button, put it down over here, and okay, now it's gonna go up by default. And if we press the button, it's gonna go down for like a few seconds, and then it's gonna go up again. Yeah, that's because the button like dies out. What we need to do to fix that is let's go down, and then over here where we've got the gear shift, let's have the gear shift down over here, and underneath it over here. Wait, let's give ourselves a little bit more space. We have like no space at all. Underneath the gear shift over here, what I'm thinking we do, this is gonna be kind of a janky solution, but let's grab some redstone, and I'm just gonna have like a bunch of repeaters go into the thingy over here. This might work. I actually don't even know. Let's try putting our redstone link down here again, putting an oak log down. Let's put it into receive mode, and then if we put another redstone link here and power it, then kind of works. I mean, it boosted the signal a little bit. We just need to have this signal last longer. How do we do that? Okay, I have one idea, but this is gonna be really, really janky. Oh, wait, am I really about to do this right now? You know what? Let's just do it. Over here, let's go ahead and put a redstone repeater down, and then in front of it, let's grab a piston. And what this piston is gonna do is push a block of redstone. So whenever the system gets turned on, it'll push the block of redstone here. And when the block of redstone is here, it will be used to power the gear shift. So like that. And then we're also gonna have all these repeaters over here. And what these repeaters are gonna do is just have a little bit of a timer. And once the timer runs out, there's gonna be another piston over here that pushes the redstone block back here, resetting the system. Yeah, I don't even know if this all makes sense. Comment below if you know what's going on right now. Let's put a bunch of repeaters down here. And I think this should probably be enough repeaters. This is gonna give a nice time delay for the whole system. All right, let's go here upstairs now and test it out. So right now the elevator is down. If I press this button, let's put a button here, then the system doesn't work. Why does it not work? It looks like it should be working. Oh, I see. Okay. So by default, the elevator is gonna go up. If I press the button though, then the elevator is gonna come down. It should stay here for like a couple of seconds. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Okay, that's easy to fix though. We just need to add more repeaters here. Let's add a bunch of repeaters here. There we go. Hopefully this will be enough. I mean, honestly, we can even have more. Now that's a lot of repeaters. Let's go here now and press the button. And now the elevator is gonna come down. It should stay down here for a couple of seconds to pick us up, and then it should take us back up. There we go. We can get on, and now automatically, yes, it works. It takes us up. That's so cool. So yeah, by default, the elevator will be upstairs, which is what we want. And then whenever you want to go downstairs, you just press the button here, and it'll take you down. And yeah, this works perfectly. All we got to do is make this button here look a little bit nicer. I guess we can put down our wireless link right here. And yeah, this looks pretty good. All right, great. Well, I think this elevator system is looking quite nice. It gets the job done. There's a little bit of a safety hazard though. If you're down here when the elevator comes down, yeah, that wouldn't be very healthy for you. But other than that, the elevator functions, and that's kind of all I really cared about. Let's press the button to have it pick us up. All right, guys, honestly, my bedroom is looking pretty good. Wait, that's the one thing I was missing in here. I don't have a bed. I have a water-powered elevator, but I don't have a bed.
Oh, cool. Did you make one of those soul sand elevators?
No, I did not.
What type of water elevator did you make then?
A very, very special one. All right, yeah, my bedroom's looking good. What have you guys got over here?
Okay, wait, I want to show you guys my room. Normally you guys aren't allowed to come inside of it, but I guess for like right now, because I'm giving you a tour, you can come in for 1 second.
Okay, what have you got going on in here?
Well, first of all, I want to show you my mini Earth. I have a little bit of lava and a little bit of water for both of you guys.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's my Earth statue. Okay, next up over here, I have some animals from Earth. First up, I have these sharks. They're really, really cool.
Whoa, Jerry's dad? Wait, you got a whole family over here. Jerry's grandma?
Hey, wait, hold on. Why are you gonna be escaping? Jerry's mom, get back in there.
What? Why is the mom so small?
I think she's kind of old. Anyways, we're gonna leave them to do their thing. All right, over here, I have my bed, and then this way, I've got my giant pet elephant.
Wow, this is very Earth-like.
What's inside of the refrigerators?
Oh, food for the elephant?
Elephants eat jungle leaves?
Yeah, look at him go. He really likes eating jungle leaves.
Wow. All right, well, Ann, what have you got? I see Baby Dash's room doesn't have an elevator, so I don't know if I like this very much.
I want an elevator.
Well, my room doesn't have an elevator in it, but I do have an interdimensional portal that takes you to the other part of my room.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this hallway is kind of just where I'll be hanging out with you guys for a sleepover. But then over here, this is my main room.
Wow, this is quite the bedroom. Looks a lot like a prison, I'm not gonna lie.
It doesn't look like a prison. Well, actually, I guess these metal bars kind of do make it... You know what? I can open those.
Wait, what? Why have you got metal? Okay, that's interesting.
I just turn them on if there's too many nether mobs nearby.
Ah, fair enough.
Wait, can I have this? This helmet looks cool.
Sure, I guess.
All right, but guys, I don't know if you're ready to see my room. My room is kind of the coolest one here.
You built an elevator in your room, right?
I don't know if I can get on a water elevator. I can't go underwater.
No, and it's not a regular soul sand water elevator, all right? This is my water elevator.
Whoa, is that a water wheel?
Yeah, I've got a water wheel over here, and this powers the entire building.
What happens if I press this button?
Oh, go ahead and press it. Everyone stand on here. Oh, we're going down.
What the? It's so fast.
Thank you. Yeah, it was not always like that. And that takes you down here into the swimming pool.
Oh, wow. Hey, wait, I'm going up.
Yeah, it does that. It takes you up after a few seconds. Wait, Baby Dash, stand down over here. I
Why?
just want to see what will happen.
Wait, but the elevator's gonna crush me.
Just like stay down there for a moment.
Hey, wait, hold on. I don't know if this is a good idea. Ow! Good thing I was wearing this helmet.
Yo, wait, what in the world happened to you?
I think the elevator squished me.
You look even smaller than you were before.
Hey!
Well, guys, I think all these rooms are pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm kind of sleepy.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hit the hay.
Man, don't you have a bed in the nether?
Oh, yeah, I'll figure that out some way.
Well, guys, now that we have these rooms, next time we have a sleepover, we can just come down here and do it. Anyways, good night.
Good night. I'm gonna go try to not sleep in my bed. If I sleep in it, it's gonna explode.
That was pretty crazy, and if you want to watch the next video, then click on the video on the screen right now.